Thanks, Coach. Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL, we welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set. 180.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50. Silvers.
Hey, alert 33. Regular.
Check.
Hurry. Hey, alert.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
My God.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
33.
Keep it up, guys. No.
Point it right. Smoke. Hurry.
Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion.
Real.
You go tight. You got tight.
My God.
Tight right there.
Mayfield now. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
What you doing? Okay, as long as she's not in the bathroom.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands. unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
SOS.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Bring it. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
Pistol.
Woo-hoo. Kill.
I got you.
Mayfield looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
It's your time, baby.
At the 48-yard line.
Ready, set.
55, Mike 55.
Here we go.
Check 26. Switch.
Set, go.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Okay, break.
Right, guys, 55.
Pick the edge. 61. Matchbox, light.
Check.
They'll run it here with Logan, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
Hey, watch the slant. 25. Check 25. Shift. Sponge. No.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Back.
From the gun, Mayfield. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey, switch gears.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Heavy on the edges. Check 50. Point it right.
44's the mic. Check the outs.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And an alley to run. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, right around the 18-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down, really put them behind the 8 ball.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25.
Whoosh.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
Here we go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Right here.
Watch out. Watch out. Watch the twist.
Now Doug Marrone with a play clock almost out says, let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Check 43. Switch. Switch.
To throw on second down. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sione Takitaki. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
That's what I'm talking about, defense.
Ready, ready, ready.
And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
24.
Operating from the gun. Love. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Here's Jones. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started, and the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I smell fear in that offense.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Football.
180.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, hey. Watch the shift.
Kings. Regular.
Hatchet. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Set. 180. Alert, 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 alert.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Alert, 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 alert.
Check. 44 is the mic. 44.
Hurry, hurry.
Yeah.
Hey, alert 33.
Check. Kill, 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 kill.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. God.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Let's get off the field.
Kings, Kings, Kings. Check. Rail, rail, rail. What's that?
Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm going to hit you.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And taken right on the 30. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 39-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, 1st down.
Check 24.
Pilot 64, weak.
Shift. Watch the shift. Shift.
7.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming for you.
Now.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Ready. 18 Gator.
55. I got you. Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Logan, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Lock it.
Shit.
So that'll back him up 5.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Mike. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
66. Bullet high.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Logan. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
What are you doing? You can't get past me.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Foxtrot. Dog. Ready, go.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Taylor Gabriel, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Mix the score, Jaguars 7, Browns 0. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Go!
46 the mic, 46. Here we go. Whip. Watch the whip.
Real. Watch out!
They'll start with Hunt on the ground.
Get it.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's taken down at the 33-yard
Hey,
line.
check, Mike.
Point it right.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Hey, Charlie!
At the 33-yard line.
You better be ready. Protein spill.
Mike,
On 2nd down and 4, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Hey, alert! Man out. Pistol. Opposite. Watch out!
A first down throw for Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Alert!
Check 52.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
Mike's 50.
Opposite. Check. Watch out!
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Set. 180.
Mike, 47. I got wide.
Run.
47's the mic, boys. 47.
Hey, Haywood. Hurry. Run.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check three.
Kings.
Watch twist.
Watch out.
First down, Mayfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Ready.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Set to kick off.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield.
Lucky. Check 3.
On the carry, it's Logan. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Out.
from the gun. Love. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
I'm coming after you.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On second down, it's Hunt. Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired too, and just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
Watch that, watch that, watch that.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
We're going to work.
The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15.
Hey, Haywood. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it. Go! 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Operating from the gun. Love. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Ready.
From the gun, Love. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Delta.
Check. 53's mic. Check. 53's mic.
On third down, Love. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Browns drive about to get started, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, there's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Now Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack with a sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day. Kill, kill, kill.
General, West. Charlie.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Here we go, here we go.
Operating from the gun, Love. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Check 13. Check 13.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Mike, 55.
Ready, go.
55.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sione Takitaki, his 2nd sack of the night.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns' drive about to get started. They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last drive as they come up here 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Set. 180. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare.
They'll toss it to Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Set. 180.
Check. 47. 3 buzz. Slam.
Regular.
7. Check Mike 47. All day, baby. All day.
Check safety.
Set.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Hey, alert 33. 22 jet bomber. Point it right.
Mike's fofo.
Alert.
Slam.
What's that? Set.
On 1st down, Hunt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
46-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Run.
Big edge.
Recon, 132 fighter. Rail. Hey, alert 33. Rail.
Here's Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. A first down there on a pickup of 25. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Mayfield now, just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's first and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range.
Joker.
Real.
He's checking. Crash. Watch twist.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep.
Under crunch.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Browns 14, Jaguars 7. Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, friend.
Let's go now.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We own them. We own them. Watch the safety creep.
Ooh, I'll take it.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now, after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Check. Crunch. 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 36. 36.
Motion. Reset.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Exit. Leo.
Check three.
Rocket.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Here we go.
Watch it.
Gone.
Deuce. Watch twist. Wide. Get wide. Under 10. 10.
Ready, go.
He'll look to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 36. Check 37.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Check 99. Check 99.
Check. No. Off.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Nice, sweetheart.
Back to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Orbit.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Squeeze. Get in there.
You got tight right there.
On 4th down, Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football.
The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
GG's.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Keep it up.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Browns, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they can't quite seem to turn things around.